Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the first winner of the Arty Day competition. It's the Tier 2 winner. You've got here a G.Pz.Mk.VI and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, I did win a few of the tiers, and this was my entry, the winning entry. Game started. Well, it's armed with a 105mm gun, and as you can see here, it does 410 hit points alpha, and that's the same as a Fifi or many of the others like the G.Pz.Mk.VI, which is also a armed with the same gun. Basically, it's a 105mm light field howitzer, and it's an interesting story about how the Germans actually got hold of these. Okay, well, I've taken a position at the back of the map. You can see I'm actually up against the rubble, which is not a very good position to be in because that actually lowers my range, but I didn't know it at the time. Okay, first target, Cruiser Mark III. I'm dialing in on target. 6 seconds to go, according to this. The sort of 6 seconds that Klaus worries about. And rounds out on the Cruiser 3. Oh, it fell short, but over here I spotted an Arty. Yep, there was an M7 Priest over in this corner, and I just saw the tracer from him, so I know just about where he is. And I'm dialing in on that position and reloading. You only get a limited number of rounds in this Arty. Fire a round in, and we've got a kill straight away. And we've taken out the enemy Arty, or one of them. There's only one left on their team. So, what can I tell you about this Arty that makes it different? And we're aiming for an MKA over by the banana. Well, what happened is the Germans captured 6 Vickers Mark VI tanks made by Vickers Armstrong. They were captured fully intact. They were supposed to be sabotaged, but they weren't. Oh, narrowly missed that Panzer II-G. And, well, I'm looking around for more targets and can't see any on the banana now. They've gone north, and there are a couple of tanks over in the railway yard, so I'm going to move and change position and see if I can get a hit on them. An H-35 just got blown up around this corner, but I'm going to try and put something between me and the enemy, like that signal box, and take shots at them. Got a Cruiser 2. And I believe there's a T-127 round there as well. So they were captured intact, and the Germans wanted to use them. So what they did is they fitted the 105mm howitzer and a casement around it. And the casement was actually thicker steel. Oh, and I got the Cruiser too with that shot. But it was thicker steel than the actual tank itself. So the crew in the back who were actually working the gun was safer than the driver who was sitting up front. He was actually quite vulnerable, but it was thick enough to stop any machine gun bullets going through. And we're capping at the other end, and there's still 5 enemy tanks left. Oh, there's the T-127. And just when I moved the vehicle slightly, because it's a very narrow arc of fire, I got a slight reticule bloom. And that was a bit of a premature shot. I blew my load too early, but I've marked him as target. And we're still capping. And I wish they weren't capping, because we want to kill that last tank. And we've capped out. There's the enemy. Ah, I got him with the last shot. So we still killed all the enemy team, but a quick snapshot on the enemy and I got him. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker. Yep, I actually managed to ace the G.Pz.Mk.VI, and I also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 9 in that battle. The Cruiser too suffered 5 hits through that. Lost his gunner, loader, fuel tank, track and turret. He really was hammered, you might say. And the M7 Priest, well, he lost his commander and ammo rack in one fell swoop. That's why I got him. But it was a blind kill, as you noticed. So, yep. Don't ever, if you've been spotted, move. He didn't move and he got killed for it. The win rate for that game was 3,730. So let's have a look at team score. Well, I didn't get the highest damage in that game. No, the BT7 Art got the most damage. He got a Top Gun, 606 hit points of damage. The next high score after that was the Panzer 1C. He got a Confederate and got 508 hit points of damage. I only picked up 382, so I wasn't that particularly high. The MKA on the enemy team actually managed to get more than me, but he was the highest score on their team, and there was a whole load of cool-headed medals, because of course at this level you are using machine guns, so you do tend to get a lot of bounced rounds. When it came to kills, it was the BT7 Art again. He got 6 kills, I got 3, and the T7 car got 3. And the only reason we didn't platoon, because we would have been able to get a crucial contribution, was that this guy was already in a platoon anyway. And my last kill was a last second kill, so to speak, after the clock had actually ticked over and declared the win. So, yes, I don't think it would have counted, even if we tried. So, let's have a look at detail. Well, I fired 6 shots. I got 3 direct hits, 1 penetration. Now, who did I penetrate? That's an interesting question. No, it wasn't him. No. There you go. It's the Cruiser 2. That's why I did so much damage to him. Okay, so 3 splash damage. Damage of 382 hit points, and all of it was at long range. I hit 4 of the enemy, but killed 3 of them. And on the credit side, I earned 11,598 credits. I got the Vidi 50,000 credits for the day. And so my total came to 61,598. And I had plenty of spare ammunition, so I'm afraid I didn't have to resupply. So I took home that 61,598. On the XP side, I picked up 655 times 2 for the first victory, and 1,311 was my total haul of XP. But this is the winning total, the base total, 437. That's the amount that we count for comparison on the contest, because obviously this depends or equalizes everyone under the sun. So free-to-play players are equalized with premium players because you always count the base XP. So, I hope you enjoyed that first entry. I did actually have other entries, and I probably will do the videos for those later on. In fact, actually, I thought that one of the alternate entries would be a better score, but it turned out it wasn't. This was the best one. So, there you go. And what else about the G.Pz.Mk.VI? Well, to finish the story, the thing is that these Arty weren't very successful. They were very slow. They put a huge amount of weight on the back, and it also carried 4 men, where originally the tank wasn't supposed to have that many. And as a consequence, it was very, very slow, very cumbersome. And I think the Germans, they didn't have any more Mark 6 tanks to convert, so that was all they had. And they were probably destroyed during the fall of France or the invasion in 1944. It's more than likely, but I don't think they were sent to the Eastern Front. It very much appears that they were used as garrison vehicles. So, there you go. That's the story of the G.Pz.Mk.VI. It's a difficult tank to handle, but I think once you get in the swing of it, it actually can be quite fun, because it's got one hell of a whack at tier 2. So long as you dial in on your target accurately. Anyway, that's the first entrant, and I will now do the videos for the other entrants that have won, and you'll be able to see them, and you'll be able to vote on the entry that you thought was the best replay out of the Arty Day competition entrants, because we will be doing that, and we'll set a poll up on What Arty Noobs, only for What Arty Noob members to vote on. And hopefully then somebody will win a prize that will give them either a mug or a t-shirt or a cap, so they get something out of it. Thanks for watching.